13 and under NASCA overall grand championship black belt forms.
Fantastic. So first up, representing Team Revolution.
All the way from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. I
Yes.
love it. Maybe I can go visit.
I've heard it's beautiful there.
I heard it as well. But from Puerto Rico, 11-year-old Angel Pérez will be the first competitor in this particular division.
Now, this is a young man that we also met on the virtual tour. Every time I remember when the camera was on him, I would see the beautiful landscape of Puerto Rico and everything, and he was absolutely phenomenal in his traditional kata every single time.
Dynamic.
Good to see him come on over and start competing as we started going back to live tournaments.
In person, it's a little different, right?
Yes, it's a little bit different, but a lot better.
Well, to see what we went through during that particular time, and for a little shout out, it wasn't asked, but SMA developing the virtual tour and those opportunities for competitors to compete on the line and be able to still sharpen their blade, fantastic.
Indeed, definitely so.
It was great to see, and it's great to see a lot of the athletes that participated in that transition and come on out and come into play.
The stage helpers went out to adjust the mats, as you can believe, with all of that point sparring, all of that movement. You might have separated the mats a little bit, so they're just making sure everything's there nice and tight for these competitors to come out on it.
Love it. All right, so as we mentioned, from Puerto Rico on the stage now, 11-year-old Angel Pérez. Angel representing Team Revolution, and you mentioned earlier kind of giving them
support.
A little shout out for their level of support. And I've got to say that head coach Canelo Lovelace, in my opinion, one of the nicest coaches on the circuit, so to speak, on the circuit, just out in open martial arts and sport karate, and the way that he treats his athletes and is encouraging them to share the sport and be out in the community, and their level of cheerleading and encouraging is great. It's great for the sport to see teams have that positive energy and not just be, we want to, knock everybody out all the time, the fighter mentality. Right, it's great to see the support, and it translates, as young athletes, just like Angel on stage right now, to have that group of people on the side of the stage cheering for you like that and giving you, it's empowering.
And just before he turned this opposite direction, he was facing all them, and I count at least 25 people standing up right now directly to his back currently that are supporting him. Now, they're not overpowering him with cheers and everything, because this is traditionally what we do. Focus, remain strong, hit every single movement, keep those lines nice and tight.
That's right. I love that. So kudos to Revolution and Canelo Lovelace for building that culture. It's great for the sport.
100% hats off to them.
Angel's doing a great job kind of letting him perform here. And he's caught a nice pace, nice stance work from the young man. And again, if you're a coach, an instructor, or practitioner out there of any type of traditional martial arts, it doesn't have to be Japanese based, like this young man doing, traditional, what we, in the category of Japanese, Okinawan kata. You could be Taekwondo, you could be whatever, but, traditional karate, martial arts, you've got to appreciate the level of focus, the level of
the level of dedication that you have to do. This isn't something you just roll out of the bed and say, hey, I'm going to go do it, 3-minute kata with this much intensity. You got to put work in over and over and over and constantly improve the weak areas. A lot of times we love to focus on where we're strong. The champions focus on where they're weak, making that stronger.
True mastership is when you take one of your weaker points and you master that and you make it a strength.
Indeed.
Martial arts should resonate that. Great job from Angel Pérez. Great job. Great poise on the stage from that young man. Again, I reiterate to those at home, if you're on the stage in the finals it's the pressure cooker.
Yes.
You have all the lights, you have the sound, you have a Power Ranger on the mic out there.
A legit Power Ranger.
You have a legit Power Ranger on the mic. You just had Avery Plowden on the stage, back fisting people. I mean, so it's pressure, and you have, thousands of people here this weekend, and all the people in this ballroom. It's a lot of pressure.
On the stage right now from Team Freestyle from San Diego, California, 13-year-old Judah Segura. Opening up with a multiple kick routine.
So that was fantastic focus from Judah. Like one of my favorite teams. I love Will Jackson, their coach out of California. They bring a great energy, a great presence, usually in team demonstration. So demonstration earlier from Infinity. Judah is kind of considered the leader of that team in a way, being one of the more prolific competitors that makes it to the finals individually. So he's growing up before our eyes, getting stronger, and he's really known for being powerful in this younger age group and bringing the high-level tricking and just dynamics to his routines. Wow. Couldn't tell on the last little section there from this angle. I wasn't sure, how he nailed that, but I could tell at the ending coming out, it's a little different than how he normally is.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure if he just changed that or if there was a step that I couldn't see. But great job from this viewpoint from Judah Sagwell. As always, great young man, great performer. That was definitely a high-level extreme for him.
We'll get the judges a few minutes to calculate their scores.
We've got some great judges up on the panel.
Oh, indeed.
Great, so to speak, old-school promoters.
Yes.
49.93 for Angel. I threw that out there pretty quickly. Sometimes they'll read all the scores individually, but it seems like tonight they're throwing that out, right? There you go. You can see on the screen.
And it looks like Angel's going to take this.
Wow. So, from the seat, I would say Angel takes that. He did a great job. Maybe in the corner, the thing that I mentioned that maybe I wasn't real sure.
Slight difficulty in the landing.
Might have been it. Yeah, and at home, your viewpoint at home, you might have seen that. Maybe you didn't. But that's, again, from this viewpoint, that was on my mind, and the scores and that performance might lead to that. But Angel Pérez coming through. Look at that smile on that picture. I love it. So happy. That's great. Fantastic. Great job, Angel. Congratulations on that huge win.